episode of the Hori track wheel system. I think someone requested that I showed you what exactly the Hori the Hori software looks like. So apparently this is just gonna be a short video. Anyways, first of all, I just want to say thank you guys for the support. I posted my first video, and if you haven't watched it, take your time and then watch it. It's really awesome. The feedback I'm getting from it too is very good. Thank you guys so much for the support. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. All right, so today we're going to be talking about the software that Hori brings up when you um, buy the wheel. Let me pull it out again. Okay. So there are two ways of getting the software. You can scan it on the box, and when the box comes, you see a place where you have to scan, right? Or you can go to this website, store.hori horiusa.com. So when you come here, you'll be able to see the software. So you would have to install this one first. So you install this one first. This is the drivers. The drivers comes first before you plug in the wheel to this. Before you plug in the wheel into your computer, you have to install this first. So you download this. It might probably say it's not safe. You just have to download it anyways. So you download this and you install it. Now, after installing it, before you install this, right? So this one first, let me show. I think I opened this here. Yeah. So this is the driver. So Hori force feedback drivers. This one first, plug in the wheel, install this, or this one first, and then install this, then you plug in the wheel. So you can install the two softwares first before plugging the wheel. That is what I did. I think that is what you should do. So you install this one first. This one is first, please. So this one goes first, and then so this one will enable the drivers because it will install a lot like C++ and all those things that the wheel needs, right? So this one first, and then this one goes. All right. Now, when you install the wheel and you still it's not responding, probably you are using a USB hub. Please take out the USB hub. Make sure the wheel is in its own USB port behind your PC or on your laptop. No USB hub, please. I think the shifter works on the USB hub because my shifter is in the USB hub because I'm using a laptop. But then the wheel itself should be at the back or in your laptop straight. No USB hub for that. All right. So when you are done installing these two softwares, you plug in your wheel and then you open it. So as I said in my last video, the software looks basic because it is something that I think is new, right? As time goes on, I think they are going to as time goes on, I think they are going to improve it. I think they are going to as time goes on, I think they are going to improve it very well, make it a little bit more nice. So if you want to use this, you go to the view. Now, this is what people were asking, especially for people who want to play other games. They were asking Joey, can you use this to play other games and all that, right? So if you go to steering wheel settings, everything is here. So you can so I put the default setting is on game settings. So I put mine on game settings, right? You can put the rotation to any degrees you want, including 180 degrees. Right? When I'm turning it, you will not see because it doesn't show here when you are turning. It just shows the wheel, right? But you can put the wheel on any degrees that you want. If you put it, you can put it on 10, 1800, 900, 810, 720, 220, 180. You can set the dead zones for the wheel too, the analog sticks too. You can calibrate everything. So you can literally do everything to this wheel, including 180 degrees. Now, when you set your wheel at 180 degrees, it means your wheel is going to just do a 180-degree turn, and that's it. If you set your wheel to 220, same thing. If you set it at 900, if I set mine at 900, right? You see what happens here? So it means I can only rotate at 900, right? If I set it at 180, see? So it means I can only do, yep, and the wheel stops. And I'm telling you, when I say it stops, it stops. I can't move it again. So this is 180. When you go here, 180, right? So when you are driving with 180, the moment you turn to 180, you will feel a very heavy click that says you have done 180, bro. It's okay. You can't do anything else. When you are doing this, you feel a click and it says, bro, you have done 180. You can't continue again, right? It's the same as if you are doing 900. So if you put it on 900, it means you can go, I think, 1, 2. So when you are going, um, sorry, going, yeah, going, yeah, you feel a click. So the click shows you that you have hit your limit, right? So you feel the heavy click on it. So at this point, you know that you've done 900 degrees. You can't go any further, right? The wheel is made in such a way that it is flexible. So even though when you hit the click, you can probably continue, but then the otherwise will be dead zone. So the moment you hit 900 degrees, you feel a heavy click on the wheel that says you have hit your 900. So the only 900 degrees is what you can use, right? So it's the same thing. So it goes like that for 900. If you want to use 720, 1080, if you want to know 16, if you want to do 1440, people like to drive with 1440, right? So you can use 1440 to drive. Personally, I put mine on the default, that is game settings, so that my game decides the wheel rotation. But I feel like some of the games, it's better you do it. I think this is better for Euro Truck Simulator and American Truck, right? But then I think some of the games you have to put it here specifically so that when you turn, you feel the click and know that. So that when you turn, you feel the click and know that you've done your 180, right? So that the game actually realizes that you've done 180. Okay. So if you're playing any other game apart from Euro Truck and American Truck, I would say that do the settings inside the Hori device manager, so that when you hit it, you get to know. All right. And then, for me, I only play Euro Truck Simulator, so I always have mine at game settings. Right. I think let me go to restore to default. Yep. So I always have mine at the game settings, right? Oh wait, analog rotation. Was it 4? Okay. So restore. I think mine was 4. I don't know. Okay, restore. Okay. Yep. So when you do this, it should be able to help you out, right? It goes the same thing with the force feedback. The same thing. You can put it more higher, more lower for the force feedback and everything, and it will work. Vibration adjustments. You can also adjust the vibration of the wheel, and it also works for you, right? The pedals is the same thing. So your clutch, yeah. So the clutch, the brakes, and everything. You can do everything, and it works for you very, very much. So yeah, that's just a quick video of everything that I need to do. Um, I would say it's very good when you actually understand it very well, and you should be able to use it the way you want to use it without getting any problems from it. You can calibrate this one to here the way you want it to be. It all depends on you. Like whatever you want to do, all depends on you and whatever you want to do with the pedals and all that. You can put it more higher, more lower, and all that. The sensitivity and everything. I leave everything to default, bro, because I just want to enjoy the wheel on its default mode, right? Because if you turn this thing way up, you see goes red. It's too much, right? So I leave everything to default, right? So that I don't mess up with anything. So I think you shouldn't be worried. Don't worry yourself with this analog. Select this value for. Don't do it. This thing I don't think is important. The dead zones. I think the dead zones are perfect, right? Probably these are the things that you would want to mess up with, especially if you want to drive maybe a Forza Horizon, like in Assetto Corsa, you want to put the 900. Yeah, you can do it. If you want to put a 720, you can do it. If you want to put 500, any degrees that you want, it's possible on this wheel. And that is something that is very special about Hori. They made it very special about everything, right? So I'll go to restore back to default so that I can use my game settings for that. The force feedback, as I said, you can also put it mine is at 8. The 8 is mine is at 8. The 8 makes me enjoy the force feedback on the wheel. So I leave it at the default. As I said, restore to default is 8. Vibrations, the same thing, default. I probably leave everything on default, right? Because I just want to be able to enjoy the wheel in stock mode. But you can mess around with all these settings, put it very high, very low. Force feedback, you can put it very low. I like mine at the default because the default is very, very nice, bro. I get to enjoy the wheel the way it is. And then, yeah, it's the same thing when it goes to the shifter too. Yep. And then, everything that you need on the shifter if you want to see. So when you want to test it, you want to calibrate it. And then, as I said, the shifter also has, what do you call it? Shifting to sequential. So when you're playing these fours Assetto and then you want to use sequential shifting, you can also use that so that it will just be this and then that, right? Yeah. And then, so the sequential will just be this and that, this and that. Yeah. So yeah, it's very good. You can calibrate it yourself and everything. If you need support, that is something I like about Hori. You need support, you just click on support. It's for the Hori wheel dedicated software. I would say it's, as I said, it's basic. It is very basic. I think as time goes on, they're gonna make it a little bit more lively. But then as of now, it's very basic. But then if it is one of the decisions for you, especially if you want to wait, why am I putting this default? Especially if you want to like know if you can play other games with it, like Fan Bar Simulator, any other game. Yeah, it's good for you. You can calibrate everything that is on the wheel and everything. As I said, but let's a quick recap. Please install this first before you install this. This first, you can install this first and put the wheel in it and then install this. But make sure this thing is in before you even plug the wheel in for the first time. All right. So if you want to make a decision, as I said in the first time, the Hori wheel is very good. A budget wheel is very good. You enjoy the wheel. It's very nice. I would advise you go for it if you don't have a lot of money to spend on these big wheels. But this one is perfect for everything that you want to do. You enjoy it, you have fun, you actually like the wheel, and you really enjoy it. So thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, help me grow. Thank you guys for the follow. Please like the video if you like it, if you enjoyed it. Support me, help me, and I'll see you next time.